What's happening, everybody? It's Chris Green here. I'm back with another episode of Life of an Actor 365. Thank you guys for subscribing and tuning in. I'm spreading the episodes out a little bit because I don't want to give you guys too much material in a sense of having to research and find information on it. I was told recently by a couple people that I was like, hey, it's great stuff, but I'm still researching stuff from the first episode. So I was like, all right, cool, not a problem. You fall back a little bit, give you guys some time to go over stuff. So this is going to be episode number 5, I believe, and we're basically going to be covering information on agents. It's a touchy subject. I'm going to try to keep it real brief, like always. I only have a couple minutes to give you guys this info. But basically, it's like anything else. Do your research. Always do your research. Agencies are not hard to find. They're not hard to look up the information. Basically, you just go on IMDb. You can even go to your local film commission office, whether you're in Georgia, Florida, Louisiana, LA, wherever, your national local SAG office, or you could just go on sagafter.org and look up the information on the agency, see if they're SAG franchise, which is a big plus. That means they're basically able to get a lot of the legit stuff, a lot of the big union gigs, and they're recognized by SAG after in regards to being a legit agency, and they've gone through their process and paperwork. You can also look see who's on their roster, see how many people that look like you on the roster. That's key. If they got 10 or 12 people that fit your breakdown and look exactly like you, chances are you want to try to maybe find another agent, because now not only are you battling against other agencies who have your type, but you got to go through those 9 people who have already been established with that agent, and to start getting a lot of auditions or getting in front of casting directors, what have you. See what kind of relationships they have with casting directors. See if they're with the major casting directors you guys all know out there that are doing these shows that you like. See what kind of rapport these agencies have with them. See if they're a boutique agency or a big agency. Boutique usually means they try to keep it very small roster, a couple hundred maybe, if that. Not a couple thousand or anything like that. Also try to find out what it is you want to do as an actor, what kind of actor you want to be. If you want to do commercials, look for an agency that books a lot of talent on commercials, auditions a lot for commercials. If you want to do film and TV, look for an agency that does a lot of that in your area, who the best one is. The main key thing, ask a lot of actors, ask your peers, ask who they're signed with, if they like being with them, or if they're getting a lot of good stuff through them, things like that. Clearly, no smart actor is going to badmouth an agent, and you shouldn't. Because unless that agent's doing something terribly wrong, and then at that point, yes, you refer them to the SAG office or your film commission to make sure if they're doing anything illegal. But if you're not happy with that agent, it's all opinion based. Don't go around telling people that agent is terrible or anything like that. In regards to that, you can voice your opinion and say you're upset with them or whatever the case may be, but they may be treating the other actors great. So, always ask your peers in regards to that, but be respectful. If they ask you, hey, what was your experience with this agent? I didn't really get a lot from them, so it didn't really work for me, but maybe it works for you depending on what you're doing. So that's really the key thing. Basically, is just know, you still need to know what you need to do as an actor in regards to what you want to do. Have your materials professional headshot, have your resume structured right. Definitely have a reel. A lot of these big film and TV agencies, they're going to want you to have a reel. So if you're still working on getting that together, wait to submit to that big agent, because you only have one chance to make a good first impression, as we all know. So you want to make sure that you send quality stuff before you just start sending them Facebook pictures and all that. No, professional, quality. Look at it in the sense of, would you hire you? One of my mentors always, references that and says that all the time. In regards to, telling, other students that, would you hire yourself? Would you fire yourself? And that's smart advice. I mean, if you look at your headshot and you're like, that's not really professional, why would you send it out to anybody else? Don't do that. So that's pretty much it in regards to finding an agent, is doing your research, having your materials ready and being professional, and then being, ready to go in and meet with them if they ask you to come in and meet with them. If you're in a different state, and let's say, for example, if you're in, Florida, Tennessee, you're in the Southeast, but you want to get with, an Atlanta agent or a New Orleans agent, then make sure that you are able to travel. Because a lot of times they're going to try to set you up with gigs, and you might have to be what's considered a local hire, which means you're pretty much not going to get per diem or get your travel covered or get lodging. So be prepared to do that. If they're a good enough agency, they can try to negotiate a rate for you, but never expect that. Always be willing to go to where the work is, because that's the life of an actor. I mean, it's not always going to come to where you're at. You're going to have to travel to where the work is sometimes. It's not going to just fall in your lap. So be prepared for that. As always, you guys know how to get in touch with me. Make sure you follow me on Twitter and Facebook. The links are below. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube page. All the episodes are going to be on there. They're also going to be on the Industry Insiders Facebook group. Both those links have already shown up below. If you haven't already seen them, scroll back the video and double check it. And you guys can also get at me through my production company, Detour Entertainment. We're now doing, demo reels, on special. That'll be coming out soon. So make sure you sign up to our mailing list. We're doing headshots always, not only in Florida, but we're also covering Georgia now. We're also doing video auditions in Georgia as well as Florida. So we're expanding a little bit, trying to get to you guys' area, man, and give you quality services, man, for actors by actors, basically. So that's pretty much it, man. I appreciate the support from you guys, man. I appreciate the mad love from you guys. As always, stay positive, stay focused, man, and keep learning, loving, and living the life. Again, this is Chris Green, and I'm out. Peace.